So, special meeting of Yucca Fire District, September 22nd, 2020 at 2 p.m. President R.
Dan Clark,
Richard Gomes, Chair. Okay. A short meeting, so I'll go over a few things with Taylor. Okay. On this document we have here, they have this cancellation thing in the okay. So that's already filled out. This check, we don't do what we have.
Okay.
I'm also going to ask you what to do about that, because we know that we fill it out like this, so it doesn't go to this. That's if we go to the order of the picture. Basically, our premiums are here. We have an issue of why that over here. This is the payroll amount, that was $300 off, but still the same thing. That was given to the insurance company as our overall payroll. As of right now, with our computations of what we have spent over the last 3 months, plus the minimum amount of like $85, the rest of this calendar year, our actual payroll is $248,000. These figures are based on a percentage of that overall.
Okay.
So, no matter which one we go with, the figure is wrong. It's going to be more by 5.12 or 6.71% of the overall overage that we have past the 176,475 or 165. So, on the new one that they've brought to us, it has a $7,159 fee.
Right.
That goes along with it. That is a participation fee. It's like a membership, basically. They will allow us to break that into 4 payments, but we still have to sign up for 3 years minimum and then pay those payments. Based on the figures that they were given, our total amount out of pocket today for the new coverage would be in excess of $13,000 today. This one, our old one, our total out of pocket today was $7,291. That amount will be brought up when we bring them the correct payroll amounts. But it will be less than the one over here because we're almost 1.5% or more than 1.5% more on this new one than we are on this one for this year.
Okay.
So, total premium for the first year with this one was $22,567 approximately. Total premium for this one for this year will be $14,582 based on a $176,000 payroll. There's our differences. Questions, discussion?
No, we have to get this done today, so.
If we do our old one, if we renew it, we actually have to write a check, overnight it to the insurance company itself to get everything back in order, because we're at the last day.
Okay, and have we heard back from the new?
She's available to talk to you by phone if you want to call her. She said that she would be available to talk to her right now. I did hear some back from her. I got some information, but basically it ended up being just what I told you as far as what we have.
And I do know that just recently, I think on the 17th, they were asking for the audited payroll for the last 3 years.
Well, with speaking with our old company, they indicated to me, or Roberta did, that when one of the past chiefs was here, they had come out to do an audit, and the board and the district was non-compliant. They did not allow them to do an audit. So there is a good possibility that no matter what we do, we may owe more money to our work comp for the past because it's never been audited since 2016, it looks like.
Well, I don't want to be tied into 3 years, not really knowing.
This will still be available to move into probably at the end of this next year. The amount of buy-in might be different. The percentage may be different because it's going to change along the way anyway. So it may not be this same deal, but this same policy will be available to us after this one is done next year. So we're not jumping out of the boat completely. It's still going to be available to join. And some of the other fire districts have elected not to do this. Golden Valley told me today when I talked to them, they said they realized it was a big investment to jump into because of buy-in, more or less. But they decided that they thought in the long run it was better for them. Them is way different than us.
Right. Well, if we go ahead and go with our old, then we won't miss a beat. We just.
Everything will go from now till whenever.
Okay. Okay. Well, and this is what we would have to pay today.
That's what we have to write a check for today. It is how we write a check.
$7,291.
I believe that's what it is. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that amount there, that's what we have to send a check for today. There is a worksheet here that she sent with it.
Okay.
That we can correct to the best of our knowledge, our payroll.
Okay.
At which point they will reassess how much we owe.
Okay, so we can go ahead and handle this today and then we'll
Yes.
submit that to her down.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, then, with that being said, I'll make a motion to, write a check and get to reestablish our old policy starting today for $7,291.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We don't have anything else on this agenda, so we are,
Well, we gotta figure out how to get the check.
yeah, we have to do that. We probably better stay in open meeting until we get that.
Right.
You guys know how to get in anywhere but to get a check out of Mike's office.
I could call them actually.
We have to have one. Would you do that for us, please?
Thank you.
And if off the warrant account is what we use.
Okay.
Stand right.
Mike says he's gonna call you back in a second.
Okay.
Friday and come and set up the VOT work.
Hang on a minute, Mike, let me make sure I got this turned up enough. I got you on speakerphone.
Okay. Sorry about that, we got stuff for it.
Yeah. So, with everything that we have to go on here, we've come to the conclusion that going with our old insurance for one more year is the best option because of the higher amount of money out of pocket and the fact that the other one is, has that, payroll, or not payroll, but what do they call it? A membership, basically a membership fee. So anyway, we're gonna do that. We have to get a check printed and or done and sent to these people by overnight mail today. So we need to get that warrant account check for that one. Yeah, we're going to go with the old insurance.
I did all that work for nothing, now we gotta do it again.
Well, Mike, the thing is the work that you did is incorrect. Your payroll that you provided them with is $50,000 off based on what you paid up to now this year and the balance of the rest.
There's a reason for that, there's stuff we talked about, but there's just not.
Yes. Well, and see, the thing is, Mike, though, is did you look at the fact that they are 1.5% more money? They're not cheaper at all. They're not cheaper at all. The difference is several $1,000s. See, let me read this to you. See, their deal for the payroll percentage on the first line for the 176,000 is 6.71%. Our old insurance is 5.12. So if I'd had any notion of this going in, I would have probably told you don't bother anyway because of the larger amount.
I'm gonna tell you, the one that you have, our old one is gonna go up also.
It will next year, but it won't this year. It won't this year. We're locked into it for this year because that's what this contract is we're doing. From now until 1 year from now, we will be on the lower rate and save thousands of dollars. But the thing is once this next year passes, this is still available to us. We probably, by then, the insurance we have, you're right, will probably go up. And once it goes up, this other one will likely be a better deal. But for this whole year, it's just not.
All right, did you consider they have insurance July to July also, so there is a prorated deal in there also?
Yeah, and that just actually, once you compute that in, it actually makes it worse because for the entire year, it's another 3 months more money that gets added in on top of it. So yeah, it makes it worse contemplating that instead of having a full year premium. The figures we're working on are actually a partial year premium, and they're still thousands more. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate you putting the work together to try to do this, but it just turns out in the end because I know you told us that she told you it was going to be less money, and it's just not.
Yeah, right. And even our insurance company, we can't just deal with it. They'll get a way lower deal than we can. So another issue is it wasn't done right last year.
Nope.
That's why it's so low.
Yep. And it will. Either one of them.
I don't know who you were talking to with our old insurance. They just said, yesterday that we need to do it all over again.
Yeah, we have to do I talked with her today. We're okay to submit it with the figures we have. The deal is this insurance is based on a percentage of what the payroll is. the 6.71 or the 5.12. So cheaper is based on the lower percentage. Once it's all said and done, yes, either one of these insurances is going to be more once we have the correct payroll. It's going to be more by 5% of whatever the difference is, or 6%, sorry, 6.7 or 5.12% of what the difference is. So both of them, no matter which one we go with, from the figures we have today, are going to go up. Or well, they're not going to go up. We're going to get a subsequent premium increase based on that amount of money. So, and as I figured out when I talked with Roberta, apparently this fire district was supposed to do an audit with this insurance company 2 years ago and a year ago, and she said her words were that the district was non-compliant. In other words, we didn't let them do the audit to figure out where they are. So there's a good possibility, no matter what we do, we're going to owe money in arrears, because once they figure out how much payroll we had as opposed to what we told them, it's going to go up. I mean, they're going to assess that money to us. So regardless of which way we go, we're going to have more money probably in arrears and more money ahead. But the less money going ahead will be going with our old insurance at the 5.12%. All right? So we need to get one of the guys to get us a warrant check. I'll just handwrite it and take it straight to the post office and overnight it to these people, so we're back in good graces. And it's we'll do it out of the warrant account. I think is the way to go. That way we don't have to do transfers and stuff. So if you have one, get that for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. This. I'm gonna let you write the check. I'm sure your handwriting. Wait, put it here. You ain't seen much. Here. From now on, I'll just bring Marlene to these, and she's here. That way, if you have to leave them, she can entertain them. She loves babies.
Yeah, it's just brush over here, Joe's paramedic class.
That's it all my life.
This is what I'll see if we're still looking for.
Then we'll have to do the same thing that you do. That's what that little box.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Wait a second.
Thank you. There's a policy for the girl. Right, you want a policy?
Yeah, we started to change paradigm. And I will run it to the post office and put it in an overnight envelope and send it off. Right. That's, we have address, this we very good.
I don't have access yet to the filing cabinet. You could, if you want, you can probably table it.
Really? Picture of the check. There you have it. Right.
And, you could probably staple that to the policy.
The other one that I scribbled all over. All right. Do you have anything else, Kayla? Okay, I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We adjourn at, what time it is? 2:24 p.m. Thank you, guys. Well, that was the first. Didn't miss a service call, didn't lose $1,000 for this meeting. I almost always do.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the most expensive volunteer thing I ever did. One Penske call is usually $750 to $1,000. righty, Kayla, have a great day.
You too.
You too, girls.
Bye.
Bye. I'll bring Marlene the next time. You can sit with her. She'll entertain you. I appreciate your help. See you next time or sooner.
Yeah.